So who's going to introduce the presenter? Coach Mo. Are you there? Coach Mo.
Hello, yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Abdul Rahim Salisu, Middle Broker Area QT Motion International. Without wasting most of your time, I will just go straight to the topic, Secret of Bollinger Band. If you have not watched the recording for our previous topic on the secret of stochastic RSI as well as the secret of also Fibonacci, go watch it on the YouTube channel, get the link, watch it and understand it, because you will also use the knowledge on this Bollinger Band combined with the two other indicators to pick a trade. That's if you want to snap the market. So I will just go straight and share my screen. Coach Mo, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
So this is how your chart will look like if you don't have any indicator on it. Pardon me, I will not want to remove these lines that you're seeing here. This is called the horizontal line. If you want to know how to use the horizontal line or save it on your favorite, go watch our video on 3 indicator tactics setup so that you set it up and understand how to use it.
Which is the moving average.
You can continue.
Favorite. So once you have your chart like this, energy, what we're dealing with is Bollinger Band, but we don't use only Bollinger Band to pick a trade. Indicators is just to help us to increase the quality of a trade, or actually we look at the candles, but the indicators will support what we have found out in the candles. Now, I'll just go to plus. I tap on this plus sign here. If I want to bring in the Bollinger Band, I tap on the plus sign. I tap on FX indicators. Then I tap on technicals. Tap on the search icon, type Bollinger Band.
Tap on Bollinger, type Bollinger Band. You see it? Bollinger Band, not Bollinger Band percentage B. I'm referring to Bollinger Band. You tap on the star, although yours will not be starred, you tap on the star, then you tap on it once. Once you tap on it once, it will come up and show on your chart. You don't need to set it up. Once you load it, use the default setting. Now, what is Bollinger Band? Bollinger Band is an indicator that helps us to identify trending market as well as sideways market. Now, it was created by a man called John Bollinger. However, the history of the biography of the creator, we're not going to talk much on it. We just to know how to use the indicator. Now, if you look at the indicator, you see it has 3 lines, 2 blue lines and 1 red line. What is the red line? The red line is 20 EMA, moving average. It's making use of 20, the average price of 20 candles. That's what is used to form it. Now, the blue line at the top is the 2 standard deviation above the 20 EMA. Then the blue line below is 2 standard deviation below the 20 EMA. That's how the lines are created, and that's how it moves, making use of the price, closing and opening price of the candles. However, you're just the most important point is to know how to use the indicator. Now, there are 3 ways of using the indicator. 3 ways of using the indicator. we have the support and resistance. 2, Bollinger Band break, and the 3 is Bollinger Band divergence. These are the 3 ways you can use the Bollinger Band, although there are other ways, but we are just going to concentrate on this. The first is support and resistance. Yes, however, some people trade without indicators, but we use indicators to support what we have identified on the candles. Now, I would go and check. We go back. Now, I will start. Let me search for CFX. Now, what is support and resistance? A very good example of support and resistance is your room. It has a ceiling, roof, and also has a floor. You can call that your floor, the floor of your room or your house, as support, because when you throw a ball up, if it falls down, it will hit the floor and go up again. That floor is hitting is referred to as support. The floor will support it. And when it goes up to touch the roof will serve as resistance to resist it from going out, to stop it. That is what is simply referred to as support resistance. And that same idea of philosophy or doctrine is applied on this candle. The red candle are red, and the green candle, the red candle signifies sell. If you see a red candle, it means people are using Binance or any of the exchange you are using, either it's Bybit or Huobi or Kraken or Indodax. People are using that exchange to sell that coin. Now, when you see a green candle, as you can see in this case here, it is telling you that people are using that exchange to buy the coin. That's why it's going up. When people start to buy coin, it goes up, and the green candle signifies that people are buying the coin. Now, however, looking at chart is not if you are kind of person that you're not interested in this chart, we also have a package for you where you can just put your trade on circle. That's fine. But if you want to really study, which is very important, if you have this skill, you cannot be broke for life. Like I say, support and resistance. Look at my chart. This is a 4-hour chart of CFX is a coin on Royal Q. 4-hour time frame. Now, this 4-hour time frame means that every candles form every 4 hours. Starting from 1 a.m. in the morning, that's when the candles start to form. 1 to 5 a.m. to finish forming. Another one will start forming from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. Another one will start forming from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Another one will start from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Another one will start forming from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Then the last candle will start forming from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. 6 candles every single 24 hours, every single day. That's it. Now, what you identify is the trend of the candles. How does it move? That's what you should identify. I will pick it's very important if you want to use support and resistance to know how to use your horizontal line. How do you get that? You can tap on the plus, the 3 dots, this 3 dots here. You tap on the 3 dots here, referring to this. Some of us might not know where to bring it. Go down and tap on, come in. Tap on the pen, not the green. Tap on the pen. You tap on the pen, this pen here, referring to this. You tap on it. Once you tap on it, you go down, scroll down and look for trend line. You see trend line. Trend line. What's wrong? Coach Mo, are you there?
It seems somebody is writing on the screen. Let me see if I can stop that, please. Just hold on. Give me a second. Please, if you're writing on the screen, you can stop that. It's affecting our session.
I can't even see the candle, the pen I use.
If somebody, someone is writing on the screen. That's why it's confusing you. Just give me a second. Let me see if I can stop that over here.
I'm supposed to see my pen.
Okay, hold on. All right, I've stopped it. Let me see if I can clean.
I can't see the pen again. There's a pen I usually use to bring out this red line.
Okay, can you just this is what you do? Stop the sharing and share back. Let's see.
I will just pause and restart this so I can clear up the screen.
No, yeah, let him on share and reshare. Just on share and reshare. Let's see. It should go
It's
off.
not allowing me again.
Oh, really? Okay, let me do that from here. Hold on. So let me stop the sharing so that I can share. All right, you can share again. Let's see.
Yeah, can you see it now?
Yeah, perfect. Okay, it's better now.
Oh, yeah, this is what I'm looking for. So now when you go to trend line, trend line, search for horizontal line, I'm referring to this, long press and tap on the star so that it will appear on your favorite. But when you do that, you find out that your show on chart will show blue color. You tap on it so that the blue color will disappear. That's it. When you've done that, that's it. That's how you get your horizontal line. Now, if you look at this candle, you look at the way it's moving. It comes like this. You see it goes like this. Let me use this. I'll bring this horizontal line in an area where it touches at least 2 times before it goes up. I can change the color. Now, why am I picking this area? If you look at it, the candle goes like this, then come down, it touches this area, then goes up, come down, touches this area again, goes up, come down, up, down, and now it's touching this area. So this area, once you have a two touches on an area, you can call that area key levels. That's an area where it bounces up. So this horizontal line that you're seeing that I used as black in color is referred to as your floor in your room. So you can see the candle comes to hit that area. If you are looking for an area where the candles hit at least 2 times, not once, at least 2 times. And in this case, you can see I have 3 places. I should clear it. I have 1, I have 2, and I have 3. So you can call this area support. And how do you identify support with the Bollinger Band? When you see the 20 EMA moving horizontal in a horizontal nature, you see it? The 20 EMA is moving in a horizontal nature. It will help you to identify consolidated market or sideways market. When I say sideways, it's not going up, it's not going down. It's just moving sideways. That's what it helps. The Bollinger Band helps you to quickly, immediately identify trending markets. Once you see the 20 EMA moving horizontally in nature, that's it. Now you can see. I have seen that this is how this market moves, CFX in 4 hours. I just pick my horizontal line and go and look for an area where candles hit and go and reverse. Like in this case, you see 1, 2, 3. That's why I'm using my horizontal line to pin it at that area. Now, what about my resistance? That's my support. What about my resistance? I go back and pick the horizontal line. Where is the area where it hits at least twice? I can't put it here. Why? Because it only hit here once and came down. But if I put it here, see, you see it? Why am I putting it here? Why am I pinning the horizontal line there? Now you see, it hits this area. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see it? It hits that area, the green candle. I'm talking about the green candle. It hit that line and came down. How many times? 4 times. You are looking for just 2, minimum 2. That's why I'm using that area as my resistance. Remember, if it is too complicated for you, that is to say, you don't want to study this, just go and put your money on Circle, on Acro, start with Acro and other volatile coin, and you keep making your money, you don't look at charts. But those that will pay attention and have mastered this skill, they will make more money than you. I want to believe you understand that. So this is how you get your support and resistance. Now, what's the next move? That's when you now start using your price range to measure. I'll just go and pick my price range to measure from this current price. I measure to the the resistance. But if I want to get out of the market quickly, I don't want to waste my time, I'll just say divide by 2, 5%, and I'm out. If I want to get out of the market quickly, snipe the market. When I'm measuring, I would measure to touch the what? The 20 EMA. That 20 EMA can serve as resistance too. See it? The 20 EMA could serve as a resistance if you want to get out of the market. Quickly, you don't want to waste time, you want to snipe the market. Give me my 2%, I'm out. So you see the 20 EMA, I'm referring to this. I use this is the area I use. Measure it and put your horizontal line there. That's where you measure. Then when you measure, you just pick your price range. However, remember, we don't use Bollinger Band alone. I'm just showing you how you can use it together with other indicators that we have thought about, which is the stochastic and the auto Fibonacci. You see, I will just use and stop here. 2.5 and I'm out. Short deal confirm. 2.5 with your margin cost. 2.7, you're out. If you want to quickly get out of the market. But for those that want to remain to enjoy, it's up to you. But that's just the support and resistance I just show you now. That's one example. Let's move to the next example to get support and resistance again. Before we move to the second way of using the Bollinger Band, I think it's ETF, ETC. See where you can get ETC. ETC. Now look at ETC. Immediately I just see the EMA in a horizontal nature. You see it? Just for your information, those that are trading Acro, I will come back to Acro. In fact, this is the best time to buy Acro, because what Acro can do, if I should share with you, is mind-blowing. So it's better if you have more money, you can use it to open margin calls. This is what we want. We want it to buy the margin calls because that's where the money is. If you are new in this space, maybe you started your trade yesterday or the first or 5 days time, 5 days ago, and it has bought up to 150. My brother, go and be thanking God that it has even bought up to 150. Because by the time it starts selling, my brother, my sister, you'll be shocked. In fact, you better go and get money in your assets. Because if it starts selling, pumping, if there's no money in your assets, it could stop selling. You would have to fund. This is the time to jump into Acro big time. Why? It is the volatility that we need in the crypto space. If there's no volatility, if it's just going up, without coming down, you are buying it, just going up from, you will not enjoy this business. Even in the market, if a basket of tomato is just going up, it's not coming down for you, for the buyer to buy, for you be able to, so that he or she will be able to make profit, you will not enjoy the business. You need the price to come down and go up, down, so that when you come down, you buy. When you go up, you sell. When you come down, you buy. When you go up, you sell. In fact, when you come down, you know that it must go up. So what you just do is, if you have more fun, use it to open up margin calls. Or if you're already using a magic, that if it has not bought all your margin calls, remain and be patient and watch what will happen to your Acro from now until next week. You guys will come back to that group and be thanking, celebrating. If you look at Acro in the one day, I will show you that at the end of this class. So just so I should not deviate your mind, I just wanted to just throw more light on what's going on. Now, you can see on ETC, immediately I see E20 EMA, which is the red line. I see it in a horizontal nature. I know that that is a sideways market. That's a sideways market. How do I get my what? Support. I will just pick my price range. I'm looking for an area where I can get 2 to 3 bounce on the horizontal line. If I
pin it here, you see. If I pin it here, that area can also serve as what? As support. What am I saying? What are you saying? This is what I'm referring to. Once you see it touches this area and go up again. See it go up. Came down again to touch this area. 2. Go up again. Came down again to touch this area. 3. Go up again. Came down to touch this area. 4. See it? This is what we refer to as support. It's where it can bounce more than once or more than twice. That's my support. I want to go back again to pick my price horizontal line for my resistance. I am looking for an area where it bounces at least 2 times, sorry. So you see, I can pin it here. I pin it here. What am I referring to? Now see what's happening. It goes up as green candle. When it's going up, it's green. When it's coming down, it's red. Yeah? When you see it coming down, it's red. Selling means sellers are in charge, selling. Now, see what I'm saying. Let me widen my screen better so you see what I'm saying. Now you see it. As it was going up, green, 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 it hits this area and came down as red. Even though it breaks, it came down again. You see it? It goes up again to hit that area, came down again. Up again, came down again. You see it? Like that, up, down, up. It's hitting this area and coming down again. You see? That's why we refer to it as resistance, preventing it from going up. So if you've done that, once you just do that, you just need 2 to 3 areas. As you can see, you have 1, you have 2. Once you have 2 to 3, you are good to go. Draw a line, and that's all. Now, what do? Once you've done that, that's when you now pick your price range. Like I say, if you want to snipe and get out of the market quickly, you can use the 20 EMA as the next resistance before this final resistance that you drew here. You can use this area. You see it? I am using the 20 EMA to draw my resistance. So I'll just pick my price range, and I'm out. I measure. See it? 0.5. But however, you don't just enter the market like that. You also need, like I said, another indicator like the Auto Fibonacci, the stochastic RSI to support what you have identified on the what? On the candles. To give you a go ahead. So this is how you can use. Another example is, I think I will look at YFII. Let me go to YFII again. YFII. Now this is YFII.
YFI.
Oh, sorry, YFI, not YFII, YFII, YFI. Now, once you see it like this, there was a bit horizontal movement on the 20 EMA here. That's why you're seeing what? A sideways market or consolidated market. You see it, even though you see it coming down like this. That's why you can have your support at resistance in this area. So what am I saying? You just go and pick your price range, horizontal line. You are looking for an area where it bounces at least 2 times. See it? Now, what am I referring to, Sally? You see, it goes up a bit here and came down, which is 1. This is 1 area. Even though it goes like this, up again, come down here, second area, see another one, coming down like this, hit this place to go up a bit, come down a bit. So we have 2. You just need more 2 minimum, 2, and you call it your key levels. Then what about the resistance? Go back and pick your resistance, horizontal line. You are looking for an area where There was a movement, there was a resistance, stopped and came down again. You see it, I can use this place. I can use this place. Now, see it? This is why I use this. You see it? It hit this area, it came down. Look at it up, it came down like this. It also went up to hit this area, come down again, as another resistance. Like that. So you have two. Once you have two, minimum two, and you're good to go. So that's it. You've now gotten your resistance. You have your support and you have your resistance. If you want to draw this, if you want to draw this, just go and pick. If you want to get your price, your percentage take profit, you measure from the current price up to what? If you want to get out quickly, I say you use the 20 EMA. If you want, some people, they don't have that patience to take 5%. You just want to see the thing you show. So if you want to do that, once you just measure to the 20 EMA, 1.3% and you're out. But however, if you are patient enough, it can still go to touch this your resistance, which is a function of the auto flip and the stochastic supporting what you have just done here. So in summary, this is how you use your Bollinger Band to get what? Support and resistance. Because why you using Bollinger Band? Because immediately you see the horizontal line nature of the 20 EMA, which is the red line, horizontal nature. Once you spot it, it shows you everything that this is actually your sideways market or your consolidated market. Then you can pick your support and resistance. You can be picking trade like this anytime, any day, but ensure you follow the magic settings, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sorry, magic 3 and magic 5 is good for this kind of trading. Snipe the market, magic 3, magic 5. Hawaii, you are trading other trade on circle, you can just keep on magic 3, or even magic 1 can also be used on this, right? But magic 3 and 5 is my recommended setting for this kind of trade. Why? Because immediately it picks the first call for magic 25% of the capital is already on the coin. So once you just pick and as they say, it gives you, if you're taking 1.3%, it's going to be 1.3% of 25% of your capital, if you did not buy the second call. Same thing for Magic 5. Let's say it picks 1, 2, 3, 4, up to the first call, 50% of the capital is already on the coin. Once it says give you 1.3% of 50% of your capital. That was why those settings were good, were created majorly for even the bull season, where you see coin you hardly dip quickly. Once you pick a trade, you sell. Once you pick a trade, you sell. That's when you enjoy Magic 3 and Magic 5. But however, while your trade is on circle, you can just get small money and be shooting one shot to be enjoying yourself while your trade is on circle and you're compounding. So that's it for the next is the Bollinger Band break. Bollinger Band break. What does this mean? Now, this Bollinger Band that we are referring to, you could see there's an area where you see it forming a big circle. A big circle. That's what high volatility and low volatility. When I say high volatility, meaning that either is high rate of sell or high rate of buy. And when you see this is what we call high volatility, meaning people are selling. You can see it's going down. High volume of sell. When you see the circle like this, it's telling you that what people are selling the coin. High volatility of buy means you see the circle going up, like in the case of Akku, which you will see at the end of this class. You will see it. So it's now when Bollinger Band is created in a way that once you see high volatility of sell, you don't see what? A squeeze. Now, after that high volatility of sell, the next that will move is high volatility of what? Buy. High rate of buy, sorry. Once you see a high volume of sell, you will now see a squeeze a bit. Then the next thing that will happen is what? High volume of buy. From an area of low volatility. On this case here, where you're seeing in this, what you're seeing here on the YFII market, you see here, high volume of sale occurred here. That was why you see the price coming down. The next thing that will happen is what? It will consolidate a bit, gathering momentum. Then what? Move up. From high volatility of sell, you now go move to high volume of buy. But however, sometimes you might see high volume of sell, it will consolidate, then high volume of sell again. Like in this case, you see it. Let me show you, go back. You see, there was high volume of sell here, then it consolidates, then another high volume of sell again, then consolidates. So from high volume of sell, you now move to high volume of buy. That's how it's created. But if you follow the simple support and resistance, you want to stick to it, it's fine. Just look for a trade that has a sideways movement. You get your support and resistance, then you take your percentage and you're out of the market. You can stick to this and trade with it. But the second way of using the Bollinger Band is what? The Bollinger Band break, which is Bollinger Band break. Now, what does that mean? If I go, let's go and show you. I think it's OMG 1 hour. OMG 1 hour. Now, what is the meaning of Bollinger Band break? Now, if you want to trade using the Bollinger Band break tactics, you are looking for what? What are you looking for? You are looking for a candle that is completely formed outside the 2 standard deviation below the 20 EMA. I repeat, if you want to use the Bollinger Band break tactics to trade, you are looking for a candle that is completely closed, although in another scenario, you will say that the candle should close, at least more part of the candle should close outside the 20 EMA below the, outside the 2 standard deviation below the 20 EMA. However, the best of the best is to ensure that the candle, all the body of the candle is outside the 2 standard deviation below the 20 EMA. As you can see it. Everybody can see that this is a candle that forms completely outside the 2 standard deviation below the 20 EMA. You can see it. You can see. You see it. You widen my screen. You see it. This is what I'm referring to. Once you get that, once you see that, all you just need to do is, if you are fearful, you can wait for another candle to close inside before you enter, like in this case. See, like in this case now, this is another one that closes inside, the body of the candle closes. If you are fearful, but if you're not fearful because you have margin calls, maybe you're using Magic 3 or Magic 5 that covers for 50%, Magic 3 that covers for 25%, all you just need to do, what do? You just tap on your price range. Once it has closed, you are sure that this candle has closed. The next one has started forming. You can just come back and measure. Measure to what? You measure to the 20 EMA. If you want to always be getting out of the market quickly, you don't want to waste time, measure to the 20 EMA as the resistance. Take your horizontal line, you measure, and you take 1.5%. You're out. You're out. Now, in this case, you could see that it has not hit. It will definitely hit. You can monitor this trade on 1 hour. You will definitely see that it will hit. Except if something happened in the market, like if you see the market is more bearish. In the history of BTC since 2016, every September of every year is not too good for BTC. But in this scenario, in this case, we are looking at BTC on the 1 week. Maybe it will want to counter that trend. We don't know yet. Except such kind of thing happen where you see BTC going down. But somebody was talking yesterday, and I was telling him that you hardly will see BTC at 18. Somebody is saying, can BTC go to 18? It's difficult for BTC to go to 18 because right now people are accumulating. We are in the accumulation here. People are buying. It's not if they are selling. Most of them, yes, you said, but most people are buying to hold for next year. Bitcoin halving on the 26th of April, 11:59 UTC time. That's when the BTC halving will happen. Their coins will be crazy, going up. Now, that's it. Here's one example. Let me pick another example. I think it's Ape. Ape could also explain that. Remember, we don't just use Bollinger Band. This is just what you should understand. Now we'll now go and our next class, I will now show you how you can use the 3 indicator. Bollinger Band, Auto Fibonacci, Stochastic RSI, and you pick a trade. AP, I think it's Ape. Ape 1 hour. Now look at Ape 1 hour. Somebody will say, what you are saying, are you really sure? Does it work? This is an example. This is a very good example. See, I'm on 1 hour Ape. You're on 1 hour Ape. Now see, this is a candle that closes completely. I say, yes, some candles would close, more part of the candle will close, but you are looking for the best of the best is one that the candle completely, all the body of the candle closes outside. You can see, this is where I'm trying to see it. You see the candle? All the body of the candle closes outside. See it? So if you've seen that, what is the next step you should do is to what? Wait for, if you are fearful, you can wait, you can see. But I would suggest, since you have margin calls, once you see the candle has completely closed, all you just need to do is to pick your price range, measure to what? To the what? 20 EMA. If this candle has closed, the next one is forming, you just put your price range, measure to the what? You measure to the 20 EMA. I'm not saying it will go and touch this place, this other 20 standard deviation above, but not everybody has that patience to wait. Not everybody has that patience to wait. You want to snap and get out quickly, measure to this 20 EMA and you're out. You see, if you are picking this, if you have picked this trade and you're 2% is sure, you're out, you're already out. The question is how much capital are you using? If you're using Magic 3, how much did you put? That's the difference. You and I might be trading, you'll be using $100, me, I'm using $20,000. We are still analyzing the same market, 2%. You will take 2%. If you're using Magic 3 that picks first call, 25% of the capital, which is $25, it will give you 2% of $25. For me, that I'm using $10,000 or $5,000, you can see it's still the same effort we applied, but the capital is a difference. So that's it. That's this another example. And I think the last example, KSM 1 hour. Let's go and check KSM 1 hour. KSM 1 hour. Now, see this one? Most part of the body of the candle has closed, but although some part is still it, I said the best of the best is the one that you see that the candle, all the body of the candle is outside the okay. Let's see in the 1 hour. Okay. Let me just use that. So now this is 1 hour. You will see that most part of the candle is already outside. What you just need to do is to measure to the what? Take your price range. You measure to the 20 EMA as your resistance. You see it, you get your 1%. Measure it is 0.92%, and you're out. Once you hit there, and you're out. So that's it. These are the 3 examples how you use Bollinger Band trade. You can try to stick to one of it. Either you want to stick to support and resistance, or you want to be using Bollinger Band trade. Then the last one, which is the Bollinger Band divergence. This one is also powerful. It depends on what you want to use it for. If we go to MC Kawa 4 hour, Kawa 4 hour. Before I do this, if you're still following, please type a yes on the chat box. If you're still following, type a yes on the chat box. If you're following, and maybe I know it's not everybody that would follow. At least if you're following, if you grab something, you cannot finish everything. All what I've said is not everything you might just grab, but maybe when you go over the video again, you will understand it. Okay. Okay, I think it's quite impressive. I can see 20 or 24 people saying yes. Yeah, quite impressive. Thank you very much. Thank you. So if you don't understand everything, you can go back and watch the video again, because if you have this skill, my brother, if you have this skill, you're done being broke, except if you don't have money to trade. So you can see another example. You see what I'm saying? See, this candle closes completely outside you can see it closes completely outside. Now it's complete. Now you can see if you have entered this trade now, you measure to the 20 EMA, you see, you'll be out of the market. You should have been out of the market and you're enjoying your profit. This is 1 hour. And if you have entered, you have been out with your 4%, you enjoy your 4%. It's not everybody that have that patience to stay in the market, even for 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. They start saying, my coin is not selling, my coin is not selling. But if you want to snipe and get out quickly, just measure to that 20 EMA as resistance. But however, this Bollinger Band divergence, it works with the stochastic RSI. But however, I will just try and explain without the stochastic RSI, but in our next class where you will bring in the 3 indicators to speak the same language before you enter a trade. No matter how you analyze a coin, ensure you have margin calls, because you don't know what will happen. Anything can happen. But if you have margin calls, you keep enjoying it, depending when the coin will completely sell off, right? So Bollinger Band divergence. Now, what does this mean? It means that when you see a candle, sometimes you might have come in late, like in this case now, I just opened this trade now, you see cover on 4 hour. Now, you see a candle closes outside, then it now go up to touch the 20 EMA and then came down, as you can see. The next move that it will do is to go up. But it works with the stochastic. If the stochastic is pointing up, don't just enter. Remember, I say, don't just go and say you want to be trading with Bollinger Band. No, you need to use other indicators, like Fibonacci and stochastic, to ensure that they are also giving you approval to pick the coin. Now you see, in this Bollinger Band divergence, what you are looking for is a candle that has closed outside, and it now went to touch the 20 EMA and then came down again. As you can see, next move is what? Go up. This is what sometimes we call it double bottom. But although I won't talk about that, maybe now when I want to talk about double bottom, you can also use it to look at candles, double bottom and double top, and as well as supply and demand zone. All these things are just strictly for candle. But today we just want to make sure that everybody understand how to use indicators before we now go to candles proper. That's for those that want to study extensively and understand it. However, like I say, you can just put your $3,000 with your Magic 6, enjoy your accro and read that, forget about this trading, forget about the chart, and keep making your money. But you can't compare the person that understands this chart with you, because the person that understands this chart will make more money than you. Yes, you will make money. You will make good money. Minimum 5%, maximum 100%. On circle, either Magic 6 or Magic 8, you relax yourself without chart. But if you want to study the chart, you keep attending, keep watching our recording, like that, keep monitoring, keep watching, keep asking questions. That's how you master it. Now, as you can see, you are looking for what? A candle that has closed and has gone to touch the 20 EMA and then came down. So before it goes up again to this area, as you can see, I'll just pick my price range and measure. I can pick my price range. I'll just go and say, okay, what area did it touch this place? I'll just put my measurement there. And pick my price range and measure from the current price to this place. If I like, I stop here. I can stop here and take my notes. I used to say that some people don't have that. If you don't, you're the kind of person that I want my account to really say, even if it's 1.5, you see, you're enjoying 1.6% when you're out. But it will definitely go and touch this place. 7%. So it depends on what the other two indicators are saying concerning this trade. So that's how it works, but you must ensure your stochastic move hand in hand with this. That's why it's called divergence. Let's check Matic 1 day. Matic 1 day. Magic 1 day. So please, can you mute that person?
All right, you can continue, please.
Now, this is Matic 1 day. Sorry, 4 hour 1 day. You see the Matic 1 day. Now, this is what I'm saying. If you are trading on 1 day and you have good cash, if you want to trade on 1 day, you need to have good capital. So that by the time it takes a while, but by the time it deliver, you'll be shocked with your profit. So you see, the candle has closed completely outside. But what happened? It now came, it was coming like this, closed complete outside. It came down, go up to touch the stroke at the 20 EMA, and now came down again. Instead of breaking it, now came down. That's where you have double bottom. But I don't, let's just keep that double bottom and double top. Sorry for mentioning that. Now, what are you looking for? A candle that has closed and go to touch the 20 EMA, came down again. It's coming down. If it comes to touch this same area where it started, which is the first area where it touched this area, you can use that, pick your price range, measure to the 20 EMA. This is 1 day. You get your 4%. This is 1 day. Remember, it's 1 day to take a while. I just want to use it as because it explains what I'm saying. But however, once you see something like that, it will go up to touch this 2 standard deviation above. But it's just that you want to get out quickly, measure, and you take your 4% and you're out. You're out. This is how you snap the market. This is what is referred to as divergence. Although I'm just trying to see that I use simpler terms to make you understand. I don't want to be using big terminologies. It's not everybody that somebody that is saying this for the first time. What do you refer to as divergence? What do you refer? Just understand it. The goal is to ensure that I communicate. Communication means that I speak what you can understand and let it stick to your mind. And you go and be applying it. However, you can go and might not get the grammar. The goal is communication. Just understand what we are doing here. So that is different between what trading with Bollinger Band break and Bollinger Band divergence. Let's check BTC. If you check BTC, now you see BTC, this is BTC on 1 day. This is what I'm talking about. You see it? It has closed outside, now went up, and then came down again. The next thing you to do is to go up. But sometimes you find that you go down again, no problem. But it doesn't have, even if you see that, just enter and measure to the what? 20 EMA. And in this case, now if I want to trade BTC, I will just pick my price range. This is what is called Bollinger Band divergence. I measure to what? To this line, I'm 1.8% and I'm out. This is 1 day. This is 1 day. 1.8% I'm out. So what is the difference between Bollinger Band break and Bollinger Band divergence? You are talking about, I don't want to bring in stochastic. Next class, I'm going to bring it to understand this Bollinger Band divergence very, very well. Now, you have a candle that closes outside. You want a candle to go up and touch the 20 EMA, come down again. When you're coming down, once you see it come down like this, that's when you enter to measure towards the 20 EMA and you take your percentage and you're out. But however, it has the power to go and touch this. But not everybody can wait. That's why you see double bottom. This is what I'm referring to as double bottom. But not everybody can wait to take that. So once you just snipe the market, take your 1.5%, take your 2%, take your 3%, you're out. So I want to believe I have really explained the 3 topics for today, which is the support and resistance tactics of trading using the Bollinger Band break, and as well the Bollinger Band divergence. They are similar. Bollinger Band break and Bollinger Band divergence are similar, but the only difference is that sometimes you may come in late. Remember that if you are using the Bollinger Band break to strategy to trade, you see that you enter here. This is where you enter. Before it goes and touch, you are already out. You see, you have already been out. If you measure to you already been out. You're 5%. You're already enjoying 5%. But sometimes you might come to and meet a trader that has come to touch and came down again. That's when you enter. You pick your 2%. You see, you're out. So if you have a question, you can drop it on the chat so that I'll answer it. Any question, drop it on the chat for me to answer. If you have any question, I'll go to the chat straight to answer questions. Drop it on the chat. Drop it on the chat. If you have any question, drop it on the chat. Although I know some, maybe probably because it's a new thing, it's new to you, you might not have a question. But whenever you watch, go and watch the recording of this lesson, so that when next we are meeting, we'll be talking about what 3 indicator tactics and trading tactics. 3 indicator trading tactics, where you bring in the 3 indicators to speak the same language. All these things you've learned, you make sure that the 3 of them are actually giving you approval for picking a trade. But as well as you have your margin calls and you have your settings using the RQT magic setting, either 1, 2, 3, up to 8, anyone you pick. But in this case, I will recommend you use magic 3 or magic 5 to snipe the market, while you have your other coin, maybe ACRO or any other volatile coin on your 150 margin call on Circle and you're compounding. Then you now use this one to be sniping and be enjoying yourself small, pending when you compound till December and you're enjoying yourself. So you can be using this to enjoy yourself. You see, somebody say, please, sir, my question, how can we measure the 20M? I don't understand when you say 20M. Adamu, Adu, I don't understand. Okay, you see, you're just a starter. Of course, just watch the recording over and over again to understand what I've just said, and just know how to play with your price range as well as the horizontal line. Know how to play with them. If you know how to play with them, you would follow the video. You can go back and check coins that actually you can find what I've said, I've mentioned. Look at coins that have that kind of looks on the chart I just shared with you. See how you can be practicing by yourself at your leisure time. Practice makes perfect. As you're practicing like that, you can test yourself and say, okay, let me pick this trade and use horizontal line to demarcate the selling point and see whether it will hit. Keep testing yourself like that. That's how you master it and you become a pro. Question, please. How do you determine volume using Bollinger Band? Volume, we're not determining volume here, but determining what? Percentage take profits. That's what we determine, not volume. Usually, I don't understand when you say volume. No, I did not teach about volume. Like I say, there are many ways of using it, 10 ways of it. I know of 10 ways, but I'm just trying to see how I can just pick 3 that is very easy for people to understand. You can't just say you are teaching and you're teaching at a higher level where somebody will not even, you're not even communicating. Communication is to ensure that the information you are sharing, a large number of the audience get what you get the message, not just you going to be using speaking and people don't understand. You get, so among those 10 ways, I just decided to pick 3 that I think it's easy for everyone to understand, which I just show you. However, you need to watch the recording over and over again to master it. Now, somebody say, sir, you were talking about ACRO. We are waiting. Oh, ACRO, I will show you guys maybe after I finish the question. You think ACRO will not what ACRO can do? Let me just keep quiet. I will show you on the chart. Very interesting, but for a newbie, I don't know what to do. Oh, please, how can I get your videos, please? Coach Mo, drop the okay. Okay, you can see, go to our YouTube channel, subscribe and get any video you want there. It is free of charge. You're not paying anything. Sir, can I have your WhatsApp phone number? I want to DM you. No, I don't share my WhatsApp phone number on the Zoom call. No, I don't do that. Sorry about that, please. I don't do that. I want to say, I do not understand how to identify a candle that closes outside. How do I identify such a candle? Is it the candle with the external tail, or I mean the whole of the candle? I'm not saying the whole of the candle closes outside the 2 standard deviation below the 20 EMA, all of the body closing outside. That's what I'm referring to. Not the tail, not the body. I am talking about the whole of the body of the candle, whether it is wick or its body, everything closing outside. That's when you can use what? Bollinger Band break tactics to trade, and you measure to your what? you measure to the 20 EMA and you're out. Question, please. How do you determine using volume? I don't understand what maybe you can, Prince. I don't understand what you mean by determining volume using Bollinger Band. Maybe you can explain. Okay, 20 EMA. Okay. Please, can you analyze Acro now? What are you happening to? If you are trading with 215 margin calls, I'm sure you should be happy, jumping up, thanking God. Every morning you wake up, in fact, tomorrow you should wake up in the morning. Thank God that Acro has bought up to 150, because the next thing you will see is mind-blowing. I'm new and I don't understand anything about it. Yes, of course, it's the first time. You can't just understand everything now. You just have to keep watching the videos. Go and watch the stochastic and the RS and the Auto Fibonacci video, and also this video. Watch it over and over again, just like you watch movie series. If you have time to watch series, you should have time to watch this too. Watch it over and over again. You can be watching 10 minutes every single day, or 20 minutes every single day. Before you know, you finish all the videos. That's how you keep watching. As you watch it, you ask questions in the next Zoom. When you ask questions, that's how you get a better understanding of it. So is it possible for our money to dip up to 100%? And if it happens, like what happens to our capital? Brother, there is no coin that goes minus 100%. No coin goes 100%. Even if it goes, your quantity is constant. Remember, if you go to the market to buy 5 bags of rice at 50,000 per bag, that is 250,000, and you want to sell at 70,000. By the time you bring the bag of rice to your house, and what? The bag of rice, price of the bag of rice fell to 20,000 per bag. So it means that you now, if you want to sell it at that point where you see 20,000 per bag, it means you're going to sell and make and get $100,000. So you are going to lose $150,000 if you sell. But if you decide not to sell, the bag of rice remains in your house. Nobody can go and take it. That is the same thing that's happening here. Because you know that definitely the price will go up. There is no doubt about it. The price must go up. If you have understand that, you will not go and sell your bag of rice at 100,000. You will keep waiting, pending. In fact, you will buy more. You keep buying more because you know that the price will go up because you are buying at a cheaper price. So that's what is happening. That's what is called floating. Let me quickly explain this again. Let me reiterate my remark. I am talking about you buy 5 bags of rice at 50,000 per bag, making 250,000 capital that you have invested. But the 5 bags of rice is in your house. By the time the price of the bag of rice goes down to 100,000, the value of the 5 bags of rice goes down to 100,000. The floating loss is 150,000. When I say floating loss, it means that it is not permanent loss. Floating, the loss is floating, meaning that the bag of rice is still with you, but if you choose to sell at that moment, you are going to lose 150,000. That is if you want to carry the bag of rice and go and sell. But as long as the bag of rice remains in your house, it's still called floating because it's not real. It's just floating. Something that is not real. Something that is just something that is not, it's not permanent. But when you now say, okay, you bring the bag of rice to your house and you want to sell at 70,000 per bag because you bought it at 50,000 per bag. If the price goes to 60,000 per bag, that 10,000 that is on top of the 50,000, each of the 50,000 is referred to as floating profit. That's what 50,000 profit on top, because 10,000 from every 50,000. That's 10 times 5. That's 50,000 floating profit. But although it has not hit your targeted floating, your targeted selling price, which is 70,000, it is 60,000. So by the time you reach that 60,000, the floating profit is what? 10,000 from every 50,000. That's 5 times 10. That's 50,000 floating profit. By the time it hits 100,000 floating profit, it will now sell. That's what the robot is doing. It is the same thing that happens in the market that the robot is using that was used to create the robot. You get? Mind you, no coin goes 100% deep. Any coin that goes 100% deep, it get delisted from Binance. Hardly anybody on this call, I repeat, have you ever seen, ever since you started RoyalQ, have you ever seen a coin that dipped 100%? The question, you cannot tell me you've seen it. It's not possible. Yes, it can happen, but it has never happened to any coin since the 19th of March 2021 that RoyalQ was launched. When using the, like in the case of Luna, that was what happened to Luna and was delisted, and up to today it's not back. When using the resistance analysis, I understand we need at least areas where the candle touches. Is it any part of the green candle or where it closes? We are referring to area. Okay, I think I will also touch on that, maybe on Acro. Please, coach, regarding to the Bollinger Band divergence, I'm finding it difficult to actually spot the exact candles you are referring to as regards to when it's. You need to watch this recording again. If I am asked to pick a trade and take a profit at how do I go about the setting? I think you should go back to this question. It is the whole position take profit ratio that we're talking about. This 2.5% is the whole position take profit ratio you are going to put on your royalty. Whole position take profit ratio. That's what you are going to put on your royalty. That's what you're referring to. So, which is the best time frame for daily trade? Daily trade. Best time frame, we use 1 hour, 4 hour, and 1 day. And those are the time frames that we use to trade. Example, if you want to pick a coin on 1 hour time frame, is it safe to analyze on each 1 hour frame or analyze big time frame? No, if you have watched our video, I think if you have watched our video on stochastic, you would understand that you don't just pick on one, you look at the longer time frame. If you're trading on 1 hour, you confirm on 4 hours. If you're trading on 4. In fact, this question will be answered in our next class concerning the 3 indicator tactics trading strategy, where we use these 3 indicators. If you are on this call, King Ali, come back to now. Don't miss our next meeting concerning 3 indicator tactics trading, so that you answer clear and you get your question answered clearly. Please, can you analyze Acro now? Please, how can we stop a trade? I think these questions are still coming up. They are still plenty. So I think what we'll do in order to save time, if the question can be answered by your upline or your mentor, I will ask you to go back to your mentor upline, because I can see we want to end this call 1:30, and there's some people on this call that we give high respect to. We don't want to keep them waiting. Please, how can we stop a trade? Our trade is more than 2 or 3 weeks now, and I to accept the loss. You want to sell at a loss? You know the robot can never sell at a loss. I think the best thing you should do is to open margin calls. Open margin calls and keep making money. Use the best magic to use to open margin call is magic 2, because it covers for 60% dip, and the minimum capital to use is $525. Use magic 2 to open margin calls, and you keep making money. You don't need to say you want to sell at a loss. It's absolutely not it's a bad idea. Don't do that. Use magic 2 to open margin calls, and you keep making money depending when they're going to completely set up. Good evening, sir. Please, I would like to join your signal group. I don't want to say it in general. Thank you. No. I don't understand. You're already on 300 data. If you're on the 300 data challenge, what do you need again? I don't think you're already on the 300 data challenge group. That's where you pick this link from. Gala is doing it on 4 hours. Please, can I ask a question on our next meeting? No, in our next meeting, that's where you can ask that question. Please, to who invite you, please, no business with coaching, guys. Please, if all your funds are used to buy Acro, what do? You just keep waiting, because Acro will completely sell off. If you are using 150 margin cost, you should be happy. Jump in tomorrow morning, after your prayer, thank God that it has bought, because as it's going to start selling, you start seeing, just make sure you have enough USDT in your assets. After taking your percentage using price measurement, how do you apply it on RealQ? Go back to your upline or mentor you answer. It will help you to answer that question. I'm trying to see how I can save time. Please, assuming I was in minus 19% and I found my wallet and I set up another trade strategy, can I trade the same coin again? No, you just have to open margin call on that coin if you want to, so that you keep making good money, depending when you completely sell them. If you are already on minus 19 and you choose to open margin, if you want to keep enjoying it, it's up to you. But however, any coin you pick, depending on how you analyze the coin, for long as you follow the instruction, maybe you want to trade without analyzing, looking at trading view, the most deep coin minus 5 and above, you pick your 3%, you are good to go. Anyhow the coin behave, it will completely sell off with patience. You can't lose money following the rules here, okay? What I mean by volume is during compression and expansion of the Bollinger Band. Yeah, we are referring to volume. I'm talking about you picking your percentage take profit. I'm not referring to any volume here. You get, when I say volume of buyers and volume of sellers, meaning that when you see that big circle, it's telling you the volume of either sell or buy. Yeah. But after that big circle, you now see a squeeze. Yeah, you now see a squeeze. It is from that small squeeze you now see either a higher volume of sell or higher volume of buy again after the squeeze. Although from that squeeze, you can use the Fibonacci and stochastic to know when the coin will pump or not. You will get to know that in our next class.
So no, it has never reached okay. Somebody say no, it has, of course, you see, Queen Alima is saying, coin has gone to minus 100%. What I mean by volume is during compression, okay? I'm using a 100 margin call with over 1,000 USDT plus in ACRO. So I should just wait. Of course, wait and see what it can do for you. This your 1,000 can give you $500 or $150 profit when you completely sell off. So I think I've answered all the questions on the chat box. All the questions have been answered on the chat box. However, if there's anyone that still have a question to ask, you can put up your digital hand for Coach Mo to unmute yourself. To unmute you so that you ask your question. But before that, let me just go straight to, like I say, there's somebody on this call that we so much respect. So we want to see that we ensure we close the lecture as soon as possible so that she will go and rest. If you have any question, you can put up your digital hand. A question that is not dropped on the chat box, you can put up your digital hand so that Coach Mo will unmute you. Or if you don't, then just go straight to ACRO and show you what I'm inviting to us talking about. Okay, I can see nobody's putting up his or her hand. So sorry if I've not answered your question properly. Sorry about that. If I'm pushing you back to your mentor and upline, don't mind me. I'm just trying to save time. We will go next time we meet. Okay, Ferdinand. Is King Ferdinand, you want to say something? What's your question?
Okay, good evening, sir. Good
Yeah,
evening,
good
sir.
evening. Yeah, good evening.
On Gala USD, I think this it does happen now on the 4 hours time frame. I just wanted to confirm it. 4 hours.
What happened to it?
The the price of the 4 hours can be closed outside the lower.
Okay. Let me just check it out. I'll check it out. I think, of course, I said I will look at the ACRO. So King Sanju was someone that picked a trade yesterday, and I set up his trade. I don't know why. I told him I will see him on Friday, but he's putting up his hand. I don't. Just make sure you okay, King. Let me give you time to ask your question, King Sanju.
Yes, sir.
Sanju.
Thank you so much once again for the opportunity. Because of time, sir, my question is once again the same thing. Like today, Robert has bought like almost 150 time. Like now, I didn't see after going down like almost 12% down, and now after that Robert is not buying. So my question is, if the market is continue going down like 20%, 25 or 30% maximum, in this case what will Robert do? Or how can I somebody now, since you are telling us that Acro will come back, and I believe, and if somebody don't know the market will recover or not, what I have experienced, as I told you yesterday. So in this case, like how can we believe like market will recover soon, and Robert will give us the profit like in cycle? And the second question is how cycle is working. Like today I see like trade has been closed 0.50, like a $0.50. Like this way, I was thinking it will really help me to recover all like the big amount what I want looking for. I hope I'm clear to ask this question, sir.
No. Of course, you are free to ask questions. You set up your trade yesterday, and I want to pray that you didn't go and touch anything there. If you do not touch anything there, just come back on Friday and tell us what you have seen in your revenue detail. That's one.
Yeah.
Number
Yes.
two, the reason why some people used to go and sell their coin at a loss is because they don't know the trading view. They don't know how to look at the trade on the trading view to understand that this coin can do mind-blowing percentage if they remain patient. That's why they would go and sell at a loss. It's only when somebody that is ignorant that will go and sell his asset at a loss because he doesn't understand the chart.
Yes.
Yes. Now, I will show you on my chart. Just to save time, I think we
Yes.
just have 12 minutes to go. If you have any other question, I will use King Sandy's question on ACRO to just finish the sessions for our top leaders to help us and give us a words of wisdom
that would encourage us. Of course, you know, you don't even need any. In fact, the situation of life is enough to even give you and motivate you. You don't need anybody to motivate you. But however,
Yes.
I would want them to give us some words that they use to get to the top, which is a V6 or an V5. So I'll share my screen.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see, sir.
Now, this is, let me go. This is Acro. Now, this is Acro on 1 day. Acro on 1 day. Now, let me go to 4 hours. Now, this is Acro on 4 hours. Like I say, when you see the candle, the body of the candle, most part of the body of the candle closes outside the 2 standard deviation below the 20 EMA. Example, is what I'm referring to. You see this one? Most part of the candle has closed. Look at this red one and look at this green one. Let me even zoom it very well. But somebody was saying he doesn't understand what I'm referring to. See. You see it? Or let me even use this. This one is better off. You see it? Are you guys seeing it? You will agree with me that most part of this candle has closed outside. This is just the part that is inside. The majority of the candle, but the best of the best is for the candle to completely close outside. But if it doesn't happen like that, it's okay. Now, it means that this candle, this Acro has the power to go and touch this line from this price range, to go and touch this place, 15%. I said so. Mark my word, go and use your horizontal line to demarcate the price. See the price here. See the price? See the price here? You can demarcate, use your horizontal line 0.01685. Demarcate it and see what's going to happen this week that we end, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. So by the time you get to this place, it has already bought 150 margin calls. You should be happy. By the time it's going up, it will be selling all this up to 70, sell 70 margin calls for you. Making serious good cash if you have, like you that have $5,000 there on this Acro. You think good, that's why we want to ensure you have good assets, good USDT in your assets. Because once it hits this area, it can come down again to buy more margin calls. Because this might just be short-term resistance. For sometimes it will just pump up, and after it has hit, it come down and go up again. So you already have all those margin calls. Now, let me even show you. Just for the benefit of those on this call, because I know majority of you on this call are trading Acro. Let me just bring in, I don't want to do this. I actually thought it should be next week, but for the benefit of those that are on this call that are trading Acro, majority of you are trading on Acro, let me bring in the 3 indicators so that you see what I'm referring to. Now, see what I'm saying? You see it? This is a downtrend. And when you see a downtrend in this area, what do we say? If you have watched our video on Auto Fibonacci, it has the power to go to the 0 line or to this 38.2% line. Now, how many percentage are you seeing? Take your price range and measure from the current price here to 38.2, see, 27%. So, Sanji, if you know that the coin can do 27%, will you go and sell at a loss?
No, sir.
Now, the reason why people sell it, because they don't know this. They just put a trade and it's going down. And you think it will recover. It's that recovery, that thing that happened to you in the past. That was why I took my time to ensure that I'm looking at every parameter you are imputing. Because I know what I've given to you. On Friday, come back to this call on Friday. Try as much as possible to attend our call. Come back and tell us what you have experienced. How far with your revenue detail?
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Yesterday was 2nd of September. So on the 2nd day, 3rd, today is 3rd, Monday 4th, 5th,
That would be
6th,
7th.
on the 7th or 8th, that'll be 7th. Okay, that'll be 7th on Friday. Come back to this call and let's hear your testimony.
Thank you so much, sir.
All right. Apart from that, if you check Acro on the 1 day, on the 1 day, see, if it comes to touch, before it even touch this place, before it touch this 20 EMA, because this 20 EMA can also, I'll also talk about this in our next session when we're talking about the 3 indicators. When it touches this 20 EMA, it can serve as what? Just the same way it's serving as resistance when you're measuring your take profit. It can also serve as support. Once it touches this place, it will want to go up, which is the double top. You see this place top? It can be double top. It has the power to go and touch this place here. But the question is, do you have the patience to wait? That is why I'm telling you that anybody that Acro has bought up to 150, tomorrow morning be thanking God that it has won by. Especially if you have good cash there. Let's say somebody has $10,000 there. Hey, my brother or sister, you are going to make the salary of a PhD holder. Next week, let's Acro pump. Anybody that has good cash on Acro should be happy that it has won by up to 150. Now, if you touch this, you will see that before it even, look at this Acro. After this call, tomorrow morning, just keep looking at this Acro. You find out that before it touch this place, this red line, you find out that the stochastic has already come to the buy zone where people want to start buying it again. And that way, the next thing that will happen is to be going up. I myself already position myself. I know what I'm taking here on this coin. If I should tell you, it will shock you. But the question is, let's just leave it. Trade depending on your capacity. If you are using that Magic 6 or Magic 8 with your $3,000, especially you, King Sandra, that you're using $5,000, my brother, it is mind-blowing once you start pumping. Thank you very much. I think I've answered the question on Acro, and I want to believe that everyone understands what you've done. It's just to go and practice what you have learned. It is when you practice that you become perfect. It's not just you hear and you leave it like that. You need to be doing it over and over again consistently so that it will stick to your mind. So I think we just have 4 minutes to go. I would want our top leaders to come and close the session and give us words, those tactics they use and make them to move up. Although this is not team building session, but we want them to just give us, even if it's 3 sentences. We have Dr. Money, the only V6 in the whole 9 planet of Royal Q. We have Coach OBM, who is a V5 member of Royal Q. What did they use? Let us know, please, even if it's just 3 or 1 sentence. Thank you. Okay. Coach Mo. I can see maybe some of them have slept off. You know, it's not easy. Today is just 10:27.
Yes, I think so too. Wow, it's an awesome session tonight. We've really learned a lot. A lot has been said. Oh my God. See, the fact is, you cannot learn this all in one day. That is why we have this on our channel for you to go and watch over and over again until you get it right. Keep watching, ask questions, and at the same time, keep practicing. I am telling you, the money cannot be made by just one person. We have an ocean full of money here that only one person cannot take alone. So you will make a lot of money. If you can practice this and master the process and the skills, you'll be glad you did. All right, so thank you so much for your time. I believe we are not going to take more questions again because of time factor. And those who actually expected to also give us 1 or 2, I think they are not available at the moment. So maybe on our next session, we hope they will be available to, so we can hear from them and learn from them at the same time. Okay, Kostadis, do you have any other thing to say, please?
I don't. I think I don't. So the only thing that is left now is for you to go and practice. It's only when you
just
practice.
I've dropped the link for our channel on the chat box. Should in case you didn't see it, let me do that immediately and drop it again so that you can go and like and follow so that you don't miss out on any of our recordings on the channel, please. Very, very important. Don't forget, follow the channel so you don't miss out.
And lastly,
Okay, so you can
please
check the
ensure,
group. Just check the chat box. I've dropped it now.
ensure you watch
All right,
ensure you watch The Secret of Stochastic RSI, The Secret of Auto Fibonacci, and also this video, because in our next session, I'll combine the 3 indicators and pick a trade. So if you don't have a better understanding of any of them, you will now be confused again. The more you will confuse yourself, the more. That's why it's take your time. The next session the next time we're going to meet is on Sunday next week Sunday. So you have an ample time to watch those videos. Try as much as possible to watch from the beginning to the end. Write any question down. If there's anything you don't understand, write it down so that when we meet, you can ask your question. Thank you very much and good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night to everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night,
Good night, everyone.
everyone.
Good night.
Good.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.